Hello friends, so in today's hopefully quick tutorial I wanted to show you how you can generate complex infographics with the help of AI. And for you to get started, you first need access to the following tool, which is called genviral.io. And once you sign up, you need to navigate to their AI studio. This is where you'll be able to generate the content. By the way, the cool thing about this tool here, genviral.io, is that you can also publish that content directly to social media. So in the example that I'm going to show today, we have this cooking app called Pantry AI for like App Studio. And normally what we do is we publish these cookbook style recipes that you see on this page, and we have it on some of the other pages as well. And so without further ado, I want to show you how you could potentially replicate this style. But again, it really is dependent on your specific use case. I just want to give you the general frame around how you can generate these types of infographics. And the way I like to start, because I have the luxury already of having done these, is, so you can see here we have a fattoush recipe. So the cool thing about genviral is, let me just minimize this, they have this thing called context. So if I do this, it will already use the prompt from the previous or from this image that is then required to generate this image, and it will also attach this specific image. So as we can see here, we have 4.5 aspect ratio. Now what I want to do is, I want to use the AI assistant, which is another cool thing that they have, and I want to tell it, please create a recipe prompt for this recipe. And now I'm gonna go in and I'm gonna do okazaku. That is pretty cool. Here is the prompt template, and now I'm gonna share this and bam, and fire this off. Again, it really depends on your use case. I normally just create variations of the type of content that we do, because for our Pinterest posting there isn't really much else that you need to do. So let's see. Okay, all right, so perfect. So we copy this one here, this part here, and now we minimize this and we click here, and we already have again everything here attached that we want. So step 1, step 3, step 4, hero dish. All right, perfect. So it analyzed everything already. It analyzed the web, so that's a cool thing. It can also browse the web. It can browse the links for you. And then just to reiterate here, we have an image here attached. This is really important when you want to create consistent infographics, is to attach at least one example image. 4:5 aspect ratio, a bunch of others are available, and then 2K quality. I normally don't go further because social media compresses it anyways. And now we click on generate, and through the power of editing, we'll be right back. And we're back, and as we can see, the okazu recipe has been generated. So let's have a quick look at it, and I would say that looks pretty good. The one thing that I'm not super happy with is actually the way the beef looks here. It looks a little bit artificial, and normally it should, I think, be beef strips. But point being, I think it's still like a gorgeous looking infographic. As we can see here, we have the Search Pantry and App Store tag that we wanted, the individual steps, and then the ingredients. Now, just a few tips. Before I leave you with this video, really important to use Nano Banana 2. You can also use Nano Banana Pro, but Nano Banana 2 is the successor to Nano Banana Pro, and it's just much cheaper while still having the same text consistency quality, and it's also faster. So again, Nano Banana 2 is what I recommend. And then the second thing that I really recommend is to have a bunch of baseline images. So I had the luxury, as you can see already, of having these images generated. When you do this, don't just rely on a text prompt. As you can see here, have at least 1 or 2 images that you attach of the style that you want to replicate, and then obviously put your own spin on it. Lastly, I haven't done it in this image. It wasn't necessary. I do like to do it sometimes when it comes to like generating people, which is to have like a negative prompt here at the bottom. So you would have negative prompt, and then you would add, for example, no tattoos on the arms, or like no 3 arms, no 6 fingers. Negative prompts basically means the AI will then do another check to make sure that the stuff that should not be there vis-a-vis the negative prompt will be excluded. And so again, these are my tips. And then just to reiterate, sign up for genviral.io, navigate to the AI studio, and then you'll be able to generate images from scratch. They also have a template section here. So a bunch of these things are also kind of like already pre-built. So if I, for example, want to use this, I can click here on use template, and it will have, in this case, Nano Banana Pro selected, and just gives me a little bit of a further understanding of how I can generate these types of images. And that's it. If you guys have any questions, please let me know in the comment section. And otherwise, I'll see you in the next video. Peace.